Hello and welcome back to another episode. The office is still very much decorated for Halloween. I'm on a long, slow come down from my favourite time of the year. But who can blame me? Who can blame me? I mean, the nights are still getting darker as time draws on, but regardless, today I have a very particular question for you, and that is, what on earth should I do with this monitor? It's the Samsung 930BF. It's a monitor from 2009 that I got a few years ago now from Cash Converters for £10. So it was a bargain when I purchased it, in so much as it's a really good monitor. The colours are crisp, the display is a nice large square, and it sat perfectly just behind where the camera is now as my second monitor for years. But unfortunately, recently it's developed a flaw. In the past, I'd say a couple of months really, on and off, and then just consistently for about 6 weeks, it's had a high-pitched whine that just wouldn't go away. As soon as power was running through the monitor, it would do this. Okay, so this is plugged in just below my desk. My computer is up there. This is what happens when we turn on the monitor. There we go. Instantly, a really annoying high-pitched whine that was driving me crazy and meant it was very hard to film in here when there was any power going to that monitor. Other than that, it's a great monitor. I love it. It just needs to stop making that noise. And so, as you can see, it's absolutely about the power running through the monitor. There's some sort of vibration, some sort of part that's failing, some sort of problem with this monitor that otherwise I adore. Now, unfortunately, I rang up my local IT store, a place called IT Fox on the high streets here in Wallsend, and a couple of other people, but I'm giving those guys a plug because I quite like them. And everyone essentially said it's just not worth fixing. On eBay, this monitor goes for about £30. I saw a listing yesterday. I think there was two monitors together starting at £5. It's not an expensive monitor, and the part and the labour would be worth more than the cost of the monitor itself. So as far as they're concerned, it's not worth fixing, and it's not worth their time to fix. Even though I said, look, I really love the monitor, I just want it to be fixed. I have a claimed nostalgic value in that sense. They weren't interested. No one wanted to fix this monitor. I'm not sure how I feel about that, especially, right now we have the climate conference happening where leaders from across the world are gathering to discuss what they can do about climate change and waste and recycling. Besides that, it goes against my instinct just to chuck it away, for example, just to go to the recycling centre or the tip and just throw it into a pile of genuinely broken metal parts or something like that. And also, it's a composite item as well. This is an LCD screen, so it's multi-layered, it's laminated, it's got different rare metals in there. It's not a single item that can just be recycled in that sense. And I suspect it would just have to go into the general waste, into the general rubbish pile. And I'm reluctant to do that. So what can I do with this thing? Can I turn it into something else? It does project light, although it does make that sound. Should I investigate getting better at electronics myself? Should I use this as an example of for training? As my case study. Should I try and set up an area where I can have a static-free environment and try and replace the part? I suspect I run the risk of ruining the monitor, in so much as I've not got a lot of experience in desoldering parts and resoldering them in. But could this be a training opportunity for electronics? Could I take the screen out and put something inside the body of the monitor? Could it be a display of some sort? Could it be art? Could it be a place where little things are stored? Perhaps like small collectibles or something like that, and hung on the wall. I'm open to almost any suggestion, any idea, because I like the monitor. It's been a workhorse for me, daily use for about I don't know, I reckon 4, maybe 5 years at least. And before that, obviously, it's had a life, from when it was made in 2009. So I don't want to just trash the thing, because it's a otherwise good monitor. It's just making a noise that was driving me crazy when I was trying to edit, or when I was trying to film, for example. It just wouldn't go away. Anyway, I'll leave that to you. Comments below, very welcome. Discussion on the Discord as well. Please do go over there, and we can have a conversation about this problem, because it is a problem, and I don't want to just chuck the thing, or leave it out for the for the rag and bone men, as it were. The truck that drives past and picks up metal items outside the house, because people often leave their TVs, for example, broken TVs, or even TVs I think that aren't broken, they're just no longer wanted, just outside in the rain. Then they become useless, and then people, this guy comes along and picks up stuff that he can sell to scrap merchants. Anyway, I don't want to do that. So suggestions, welcome, very welcome. Also as well, I recently got hold of this item here. This is an IPEVO or IPEVO or IPEVO document viewer. It's a webcam. It's called the V4K, although it doesn't do 4K resolution. It's a little bit like when at the beginning of the millennium, everything had 2000 at the end of it, or I suddenly was before every product when the iPhone came out. The V4K doesn't do 4K resolution, at least not as far as my research indicates, but it is a very interesting webcam, because it's USB, first of all, USB connected, and it has a sort of almost like a desk lamp gooseneck, so you can rest it on a surface, and it goes quite tall as well, which is quite handy. And on the underside is a webcam that actually rotates, so you can orientate this camera to almost any direction while it's pointing down, or even actually you can use it as a face-up webcam as well. It's got a fairly good resolution. I believe it's 8 megapixel full HD, so pretty good. It's got autofocus and single and constant, and also an exposure control on the back with the buttons there. And I bought this so that I could use it for live streams. I want to do art, making, drawing, colouring, those sorts of live streams. And this is exactly what I needed, because my previous solution was to mount my phone to the arm that's attached to my desk that the light is currently attached to, and have that hovering over this area here, and I would sort of live stream here. I did that for the PlayStation 4 controller battery replacement live stream. And that sort of works, but it's very susceptible to wobbling, and it's also a bit of a pain to set up. Whereas this is a plug-and-play webcam, basically, that's designed for looking down at documents, or at intricate things happening on a surface that you want to project, maybe in a lecture context, or in a live stream. So I don't know, I'm open to suggestions on that as well. What would you like to see me do with this camera? I have a couple of ideas. There's a small model set just over here. Well, actually, just here. It is HMS Victory, which is a mini, well, relatively mini version of a much larger set that my dad worked on when he not long after they had me. Apparently, he got into, or rediscovered, his love of modelling, and he made a large Victory ship, which sadly was destroyed through the course of some troubles at home. But this little one is one that I saw at Hobbycraft a couple of years ago. I fancy giving that a go. I reckon that could be a live stream, putting this together, maybe painting it in a second live stream, so that kind of thing. But what do you think could be fun? Is there anything that you'd like to see in that sort of live stream? Please do let me know. And also follow on Twitch as well. This has been a weird one, hasn't it? I'm just asking you all the questions, saying go to Discord, go to Twitch. But you know, that's where these things will unfold. So please do get involved. I am. Ooh, I just noticed this has a really nice feature where there's a little divot in the arm, presumably, so that you can run the cable along and through and over the gooseneck. Oh, that's really nice, actually. Cable management built in so that the cable isn't dangling in the shot. Groovy. I knew this was a good purchase. And incidentally, this guy I got online for about half the price that it should be going for. I continue to be quite good at finding bargains. Anyway, guys, slightly random video, slightly random query, but I'm looking forward to seeing what you suggest, what you come up with. What should I do with this, and what should I do with this? Let me know. And hopefully we'll have a winter of interesting things happening. I mean, I may even stream if I make something out of this, or if I do the electronics on this, I could stream that with that. I could. I mean, yeah. Ooh, there's an idea. Synergy. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you next time on Discord, on Twitch, or here. Until next time, do take care. Bye bye.